Hello, and thank you for tuning in to episode 22 of the Europoor Podcast, where we talk about stupid and weird news from around Europe. As usual, I'm joined with Horia.
Hello, this is old Horia today. I
Old
sound
man.
like, I sound like old man Horia.
Old man Horia. Smoked for 40 years, had 5 wives,
And counting.
10 kids, and is still paying alimony to another 5.
Yeah,
life
I'm
stuff.
pro-life, man. I'm pro-life.
And then we have Mr. Gabriel.
Hello.
Hello.
He's British today.
Hello, good chap. How are you feeling?
Just me or?
Yes, just you.
Oh,
I already know about old man Horia.
He's miserable.
I feel tired. I'm tired.
You're always tired. Something else.
Not exactly, not always, but today yes.
But
Today is always.
95% of the time I'm tired every time.
Okay,
Just-
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Um,
Okay, today we have news from France, Poland, and Scotland, and we're gonna begin with our little game to see who goes first with the presenting of the news, and we're gonna play the little game of rock, paper, PayPal, which is rock, paper, scissors, but we're retarded and misspelled all the words.
Please, peasant, talk for yourself.
Okay,
We didn't misspell the rock, so
yeah, but we did go for the cock, so it is what it is. So
Cock
two,
or the
usually,
cock.
usually you do. You do go for the cock.
don't project your miserableness on me, please. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I can project my miserableness on both of you if you want to. I don't mind.
That's sexist.
Why?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the countdown.
Why is that sexist? What?
What? It was just to confuse you. Don't get alarmed.
Yeah,
It's
but
okay.
you see, you didn't say ew or no, so there's a chance.
Okay, there might be, allegedly.
Okay, let's talk after. Anyway,
Okay, I'm gonna do the countdown, and are you guys ready?
Oh, I am. Yeah.
yeah.
Your brain buffered for a bit there. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm old now. So
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Rock.
Rock.
Fucking
we're doing
cunts.
it. We're doing it again.
3, 2, 1, go.
Scissors. Oh, okay. I lost.
So
That's
you
okay.
go first, Mr. Old Man. Then you do the countdown, and it's gonna be between me
Between you two.
and this other guy.
Yes.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Paper.
Rock.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we have a winner.
That's rare.
What's rare? To have a winner?
Me winning.
No, it's I let you win because you know how you
Ah.
do with the girls you like. You like.
Thank you.
sort
Thank
of-
you, Mr. Simp.
Now that's sexist actually. Just you can update your definition of
No, that's
sexism.
it's not sexist. You're simping, which is
No,
the
no,
normal
no.
shit
That's
to do.
sexist.
No, it's simping.
No, but yeah, actually, no. Well, it's simping, but simping comes from a sexist place because you're like sort of saying, "Look, I'm better or more skilled or whatever, so I'll let you win," implying that you wouldn't be able to win in a fair fight of any kind. So that's sexist.
Agree to disagree.
There's
I
nothing to
really feel like
disagree
an
with.
old man now. I don't know what simping means. So go on.
Probably because you're
Argue.
doing it. So
Argue. I've never heard the word, man. So
But yet,
I'll,
here you are,
I'll
simping
just
away.
yeah, I'll be just an ignorant simping, whatever that means. So
At least I'm a declared simp. I know what it means and I do it proudly.
oh, okay.
You're a closet
fair
simp.
enough. Oh, what does that leave me with?
You're just a cunt.
Oh, fair enough.
You're a pickup artist, Mr.
Very
Suave.
well. Fuck off.
Okay,
Pick up my dick.
I would if I could.
Well, you can, like, it's
Allegedly.
not anyway.
Anyway, Mr.
Oh.
Horia, Mr. Old Man, what
Yeah, so-
news do you bring from 1924?
So I have two pieces of news that came from the southern France, from the Corsican island. So
Wait,
basically, yeah, you know,
Cor-
Corsica is in France.
Is it now? I lived the fucking lie.
You thought it's in Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you see, that's why I'm an old man. I know a lot of shit.
But yet
You're
you
a
know
normie.
nothing.
You're a normie and
No,
you
you're
don't
the
know.
normie for knowing this.
Okay. Yeah, so basically I have two things. One with some sexual assaults, like
nice.
yeah, and then some Corsican
fuck?
cows. Do you need to hear the cows first or
Yes.
the sexual assaults?
No.
Okay. So we'll begin with the cows.
Yes, because I want to keep the spiciness for last.
Okay, so the title goes like this: Corsican cows won't give up beach home to tourists post lockdown. So basically, animals roaming the empty cities and countryside have been common during the pandemic, many taking advantage of the lack of humans. But in one idyllic tourist hotspot, there are some Corsican cows who don't want to relinquish the beach. So basically, those, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20 cows just found a beach, like a really nice beach, and they just stayed there when people are not around. And when people came back to the beach, they weren't they weren't willing to give the beach away so that people can
I mean,
I
you
don't know.
wouldn't give your bitch away, so
Yeah, why would the cows do, right?
I mean the bitch
Understandable.
actually looks nice.
Yeah, and then I can send you a picture. Just a second. Okay.
Maybe they feel like the Spartans, you know, fighting with the Persian Empire. It's like 20 of them, ending
Yeah.
of hundreds of thousands of cunts daily.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't really know what they do, but
Leonidas is their leader.
yeah, so the titles go the article goes and says how basically the lack of humans roaming around the streets let the cows be, I don't know, more freely to roam around, and they just found the beach, the Mare El Sol beach in Coti Chavari on the French island of Corsica. And then
I'm pretty sure they were actually looking for that for a long time.
yeah, I don't know. And then some people said that after that people just I don't know, shoo them away. They got in the city. I mean, that's a nearby town. And then they were starting to fuck cars up. So
Oh, nice.
basically, yeah, they were
just
like
sending a message.
yeah, they were very aggressive with the cars, and I don't know, they were scratching at the doors and
They're metal
actually,
cows.
yeah.
fucking wild.
They're metal cows. It's like, well, look, humans, we
Yeah,
can
so-
do this the easy way or the hard way.
So this is what they say. During the lockdown, the animals had more of a free reign than usual, and as tourists return, they have become unusually headstrong.
I mean,
the
if you get the beach to yourself and then some fucking cunts show up, they're gonna like, hey bitch, get out.
yeah, the paper reported
Understandable.
The paper reported that a tourist was gored in the neck of a beach in Lotu and had to receive hospital treatment, while some other tourists in other incident in August 2021 were chased down the street by a herd of cows.
Nice. So it's basically the Spanish tradition, only it's happening organically.
The other way around.
It's actually the way it started.
Yeah,
Fucking
and in
legends.
July this year, a 70-year-old lady was flown to hospital after a cow caused a large leg wound just a few centimeters away from her femoral artery.
Sweep the leg, sweep the leg.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then beaches in the south near
Bitches
Ajaccio
in the south, bitches in the west.
stacking 20s.
Full of bitches everywhere.
Yeah, so beaches in the south had to be closed recently because of herd of cattle was damaging cars and rampaging through picnics.
Nice. I mean, just make them burgers. What the fuck, France?
I
Like,
mean, yeah, but you know French people, they're like very, I don't know,
very what?
they think good about themselves, so that's why they don't do harm to, I don't know, animals.
Okay. Well, I guess they do have the Corsican cattle. It's a specific breed, so they don't want to kill their own breed.
Probably, yeah.
But then again, just install some fucking electric fences and solve this shit. It's a lot cheaper than flying people up and down with a helicopter to the hospital. I would assume.
Yeah, but it's France. They have free healthcare, so they don't give a shit.
I mean, free quote unquote.
Yeah, of course, but some other people, we're not gonna name them. They don't have even that free
Yeah,
quote
the
unquote.
country that can be named based on what you make out of the cows.
Yeah, we can't use that name. They're
No?
gonna
They're gonna
gonna
bust in
know.
through the wall.
What
America.
name?
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Where the cows at?
Hey, Bill Bob, go get them cows.
What's up, folks?
If I think about it, if this happened in America, they
If
were
that
like,
would be possible. You
yeah,
thinking,
but oh yeah. I mean, it rarely happens, but it does. So it wouldn't happen in America, but if it did, it would be like 30 minutes until all the cows were dead. So yeah,
I mean-
it wouldn't make the news.
they would be turned instantly into steaks. A guy shows
What
up
was-
with a fucking shotgun with flaming rounds and just blasts them all.
I think that my most favorite part of a sort of an animal war, if you can name it like that, is the Australian emu war.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love every bit about that shit. Everything about that is.
Imagine going to war with fucking animals.
I think I don't remember the exact numbers for fuck's sake, but I remember that after the military gave their approval to like go on and have a full-on assault on fucking emus. I remember they fired like 2,000 rounds, I think, or something. It was in the thousands, and they've only managed to kill like 2 of them or something. It was seen as a complete failure. And just imagine those conversations, man. You know, like, well, the emus are better equipped than we are for this. The fuck?
Man,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
Very
let's
nice.
go to the spice. Yeah,
Thank
very
you.
nice Corsican,
Thank you,
Corsican shit.
Corsican cows.
Yeah, and let's see. So the French police baffled by twins' DNA in series of rapes.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, listen up. This is, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. Just I'll read it and you guys are gonna comment and then we'll see about that. So French police investigating a series of sexual assaults in the southern city of Marseille have arrested a set of identical twins because they don't know which one may be to blame after linking their DNA to the crimes. Both men denying the allegations. Of course they are.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they don't know which one may be to blame. With telling the difference between the twins' DNA extremely difficult and expensive, police have the meantime changed both men. Police have in the meantime charged both men
Charged,
24.
not changed.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been the same. They're identical. So, yeah. So they charged them both. So they're 24 years old, identified only as Elwin and Johan, and are holding them without bail.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a rather rare
Okay.
case for the
Plot
alleged.
twist, it was both of them. They were working together.
Yeah.
Now they're
So,
just creating confusion
Yeah.
in the force.
police admit
Why
that. Should I go? Come on, say it.
No, why aren't they? I mean, I'm not sure of the legal implications, but like, wouldn't it be the case to use a lie detector?
I mean,
I don't think it passes for the trial.
yeah, it can be admitted as evidence in court. as far as I know.
Seriously?
Yeah,
No, it
because it's
cannot.
not
Fuck, why
accurate.
is that?
It's not that accurate.
Oh, okay.
People can pass it even lying, so
And you can fail it by being nervous,
yeah.
by being
And what's the whole
questioned without.
fuss about this device if it's so unreliable?
I mean, it works sometimes, but you can be it.
But you
It
don't know
isn't
which
like evidence. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
It can't be like really exactly measured.
Yeah, it works. Let's say like 80% of the time or
Mhm.
85,
Okay.
but then you can't be sure. Use it as evidence in court.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they can't do this. So police admit that without far more extensive tests, it will be difficult to figure out which of the twins was possibly behind the attacks, or whether both men were indeed involved.
I mean, it might be their tactic to
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
crimes
yeah.
together and then confuse the fuck out of the police.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, they can't prove any of them guilty because they can't figure out which one of them is.
I mean, they could.
Fingerprints. They're different.
Or or alibis. If one of them
Or alibis.
has an alibi for one of the attacks, then yeah, he's free to go. The other one gets fucked. He's
Yeah,
gonna
so-
receive the same treatment in prison as he
Probably, yeah.
gave on to others.
Yeah, but I think
but-
they're more sensitive to children in there.
Oh, but there were like horrible people. These 24-year-old guys. I don't know which one of them. Maybe one, maybe both. So the two, both unemployed delivery drivers, deny any involvement in the rapes of 6 women
Holy
between
shit.
September and January. Police tracked them down through video footage recorded on a bus and a mobile telephone, allegedly taken from one of the victims and found in the brothers' possession. The victims' mobile phones were taken in each of the attacks, which took place in the corridors of buildings and involved women aged 22 to 76.
What
Holy
the fuck?
shit.
Yeah,
So they went for whatever they could get, basically.
yeah,
No,
whatever
this
they
is a
get.
real
there-
predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Fucking
police
retards.
said the victims were
Jesus
also
fuck.
able to identify the suspects, but not to tell them apart.
I mean, yeah, they're twins.
Yeah, well, I mean they're identical twins because I've seen twins before, and not all of them are
Yeah.
that identical.
Fucking bastards.
Okay,
mean,
so local newspaper La Provence reported that police were told it could cost up to
bad.
1 million euros
Holy
for the
shit.
necessary tests. Yeah.
Holy
so
fuck.
that they can basically charge the right guy, right?
And plot twist, they spend the money and it's still both.
Yeah, that would be really nice actually, but
Oh my god.
No, that
Yeah.
wouldn't be nice.
So basically they're broken genetically. It's like something in their DNA just broke when the egg broke up and created them.
probably.
Yeah.
What?
You know that twins are basically the same egg that splits into
Yeah,
two?
yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's
like
when-
on the Hamlet.
That's when the DNA went wonkers.
I mean, if this is the winning sperm,
Imagine the
imagine
rest.
the other. But wait, maybe this one won because it was running away from the testicle police. Might be, who knows?
Damn.
I mean, there's no. It was never proven actually that there's no testicle police or that it exists, so you can't completely rule it out.
I mean, there was that one show on Cartoon Networks that actually proved you had the police inside of your body.
Yeah, you're basing on that information only.
Yes.
What fucking show? What?
I don't know the name of it.
But what was the premise? Like what?
It was basically like things inside of your body, you know. There was a white cell, there was the cop, and it was chasing like bad guys, which were germs and shit.
I swear to God, no. I don't know. But maybe Cartoon Network was into something there. And obviously reptilians looking like world leaders, they stopped.
Ozzy and Drix, I think that's the name. Ozzy and Drix. Yeah,
Ozzy
that's the one.
and Drix.
With Osmosis Jones is the name of the street smart
remember
white blood
this
cell.
one. I remember this one when, yeah, and it was like this guy that was the street sort of
The street
thug,
cop.
wanna be a good guy
The
or
good bug,
something,
yeah.
and the by book police guy that's
I
an
mean,
aspirin.
this is proof enough that there is the sperm police.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
Very
that was
nice.
for that was it for me. I have another story that I don't know where is it from, so I'm not gonna assume that's in Europe. So we'll
Stop
I'll
assuming.
most
yeah,
likely it's fake.
no. I don't know. So until I found I'll find where it is located. I'll tell it when I find out.
Okay. Then, moving on from cows and sexual assaults from twins, we have Mr. Gabriel coming all the way from the stab lands and the domestic
It
abuse
always gets
lands,
me. It always
alcoholism
gets me.
lands.
Alcoholic land. Yeah,
So it's
that
alcoholic
man.
land today.
Yeah. It's a
The
joy.
land
But
of all possibilities.
I'll start with Scotland this time because
Scabland.
we're saying earlier about sexism. So here's a topic that it's not exactly tackled too much, which is sexism towards men. And
Ooh.
I mean, it's not
Oh,
about that
we're
in
being
this case,
spicy.
but we're getting to the stage where we're gonna discuss about a bitch that killed her husband because check this shit up. She did not stock up for her in a row with a man, right? So she was having a fight with another guy. It's not written here in the article what happened there. The point is, I think about what was it, 2 or 3 hours later or something, if I remember right. Her husband was dead, stabbed in the heart because she felt like he didn't stock up for her, sorry.
I was just about to ask, did she use a fucking knife?
Yeah,
But
she
of course
did.
she
Oh,
did.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, and
Oh my God.
she was playing the card, and she's still playing the card as of now,
Je
on
suis
self-defense,
innocent.
even though, there was blood everywhere, she was found with this guy's body. I mean, she was holding this guy's body, and she was just crying, probably. To be honest, I think, looking at her face, I think she was just crying, realizing that she's gonna spend the rest of her life maybe in prison,
Yeah,
not because the guy is dead.
yeah.
And I just find it amazing, because no one talks about these crazy bitches. If this would have been a man, oh my god, abusive relationship, okay, it sucks. But if it's the other end of the spectrum,
I mean, the debate is pretty simple.
anyway,
We're all cunts, no matter the sex,
exactly.
No matter
The
the
our
sex.
genitalia.
nationality, the religion. We're all cunts.
So I'll read here. So her name is Lorna Middleton, 46, stabbed William Middleton, 38, in the heart at their flat in blah blah blah, whatever the location, on the 26th of June, 2020. Check this out.
Nice.
Because
Okay, so it's last year.
it just came up again in this because they're still basically debating what happened. It's still an open case.
Okay.
So Middleton was
what is
raising up,
it to debate?
claiming, well, she's playing the self-defense card. That's the.
Of course she is. Of course she is.
I mean, it's not said here in this way, but it's mentioned that she's actually she lodged a special defense. She lodged a special defense of self-defense. So
Okay.
basically, she's claiming that she was just protecting herself. And it said here one of their neighbors. That's the bit that I found. I was like, what the fuck? So there's a witness that's painting this guy like her husband. It's painting the witness, which is I think it was one of their neighbors, is painting the guy as being a sensitive kind of guy,
Okay.
So that
Which
also
is why
makes
most
it
likely
a bit.
he didn't want to fight.
Exactly.
He was like,
That's the way
hey,
it looks.
calm down. Let's go home.
And she also remarked to officers that revenge is the best dish served cold.
Oh.
It's a dish best served cold. But where is it? I want to find that. I mean, okay, I'll go actually through the story just to because I'm getting myself lost into detail. So Middleton was raging after claiming William, known as Billy, had not stuck up for her in a row she had with a man. William was found dead lying in a pool of blood by police later that night with 2 knives nearby.
Okay,
Two
so
knives.
2.
His killer
Oh my
wife,
God.
his killer wife later remarked to officers, "Revenge is a dish best served cold." Middleton, a mom of 4, was convicted of murder
Holy
at the
shit.
High Court in Glasgow on Thursday. Oh, okay, so that's why the news came up again, because she was actually, she was
But she was
actually
actually convicted.
convicted.
Victory.
It's still yet unknown how much time she's going to spend
Okay, I
in
was about to
prison.
ask.
Hopefully
But
a lot, like
I
25
wanna
mandatory.
read here. Where is it? Okay, witnesses. Witnesses claimed Middleton got into a fight with a stranger, Kieran Spence. There's no comma, no nothing, so I guess this is the name of the guy that she got in a fight with. The pair got into an argument which became more physical, and the bottle was apparently thrown by Middleton, right? So this lady thrown a bottle towards this guy, Kieran Spence. Again, we don't, I mean, here it's not saying, what was the argument about, who started it, and whatever. So let's assume that
I
by
mean,
this
you
stage
can.
it's 50
I mean,
50.
yeah, but you can. I mean, you can judge only by that. I mean, you don't know what happened there, but if she's able to, I don't know, throw a bottle out of to a random guy, I think she can kill another one. So I don't know, but
That's a far cry, but no, I mean,
oh
we don't know what
yeah,
it was about. The argument, we don't know. So let's say it's not clear, or at least it's not stated here. So the 32-year-old stated he also saw Lorna, right? So Lorna is the lady, punching Billy, her husband, a couple of times on the head, but he did not react. He added, they were good punches, not to knock him out, but he was more upset. When he was getting hit, he was sitting crying, right? So
Holy
this guy
shit.
was crying, but he wouldn't react back to, like, put her in her fucking place or anything like that.
Yeah.
He was just, sitting in there. So that's the part where it seems like this guy was sort of, either the loving kind of husband or whatever. He didn't seem like an abuser in any way, especially since he was being hit multiple times in the head. And it's like, even if you are, I believe that even if you are like, you have some sort of discipline, or you can contain yourself, being hit in the head, naturally your reaction is to fight back. It's like, but no, he didn't. So yeah, he was getting hit and he was sitting crying. William briefly left the flat before returning, and he was eventually alone with his wife. Mr. Long's partner, Samantha Jackson, I believe Mr. Long, does it say here? I don't know who Mr. Long is. Nope, I'm not missing anything, so I don't know who Mr. Long is.
Okay.
the name of my cock.
Oh no, it's the neighbor, James Long. Neighbor James Long. Yeah, so Mr. There were good punches, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Long's partner, Samantha, right? So this is the partner of the neighbor. Samantha Jackson, 28, stated that she heard Lorna shout, "Help me," or "Someone help me," around 20 minutes later, okay?
Okay.
And
Oh, she yelled, "Help me!" or he
yelled,
did.
"Help me," or "Someone help me." Apparently she did, which I believe, I think that's, it's just a fucking supposition, but I've seen, I started to watch murder, documentaries and everything. It's one of the tactics that the killers, they usually apply, especially when it comes to murders that weren't necessarily planned, but after they have committed the murder, they're starting to sort of try to arrange the whole context in a way that they will actually, get out all right of that. So my belief is that in this case, she was starting to cry, "Help me, somebody help me," specifically for someone to ideally listen to that, or hear to that, sorry, and be like, "Look, that's what I heard." And then the police would come in and she would be like, "Oh, it was self-defense,"
Yeah.
which I think it was the case since she was convicted. Fucking bitch, man. So, PC Scott Trabaton, I'm not sure what PC means.
Private cop.
Police something. Oh, private cop, yeah, nice.
I don't know exactly. But I assume it's something to do with the cups.
And the colleagues were dealing with another matter when they traced something to the couple's flat. The officer had the force entry and prosecutor Derek Nelson asked PC Travatan what they discovered. He said, I saw a man lying on the floor, on his back, unresponsive, with a female lying beside him. I asked if he was okay, and there was no response. She was lying beside the man, holding him in her arms, screaming. This bitch, man.
I mean, yeah, she's a
Yeah, and she
fucking
goes on.
lunatic.
Yup. She goes on to I mean, they're saying here how, I mean, they're talking about the injuries and everything. And she was claiming that basically she was trying to leave the flat. This guy grabbed her by the hair, and Billy allegedly hit her. Now, excuse the fuck out of me, but if Billy didn't hit you when you were hitting him in the head, I highly doubt he was all of a sudden.
Sounds
Oh,
like
right.
bullshit.
I have
it
I
does.
have some debt. So yeah, I think it's horrible. And the reason why it's I sort of wanted to discuss about this is because women can be fucking insane as well. It's not just men that are capable of violence
Yeah,
and murders
exactly.
and shit. And it's like I feel that
I mean, most likely,
as
statistically, it's
societies
more
are giving them the
prevalent.
benefit of the doubt way more, than it
Ah,
should.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We're all cunts, basically.
Welcome to my pep talk. So
My retarded talk.
now let's get back into funny things.
Okay.
I have I have news from Poland, and okay, I'll read the title. So in Zamość, I'm not sure how this is pronounced. The headline reads: He broke in and fried scrambled eggs in the hostel. He faces 10 years in prison.
What the fuck? The dude just
I
wanted
think-
some scrambled eggs, man.
Again, do you remember that guy from the last episode, the guy that was the Spider-Man dude
Yeah,
that just
he came in
ended up
through
in
the
some
window
dude's
and went
in
to
some
sleep.
dude's bed, and he was actually looked for by the police. And like
Oh,
it's kind of the same level of bullshit going on here. So he broke into the kitchen at night to fry scrambled eggs, and the next day he came back to charge his phone.
so motherfucker
first-
came back.
It's free real estate. The
Fucking
48
legend.
years old will answer the court for his stay in the hostel in Zamość. He is facing up to 10 years in prison. And right here, there's a picture with some scrambled eggs, which I don't think are his, but
I mean, he ate them. They can't be his.
fucking shit. So the
Legend.
48 years old broke into one of the hostels in Zamość, whatever, at night. The man pushed one of the windows in the warehouse inwards and stepped inside. The burglar decided to make himself comfortable and prepare himself an early breakfast. So he fried ground scrambled eggs in the hostel kitchen. Fed, he left with the same route.
Nice.
The next day, the man returned at the hostel. This time he entered the main entrance, so like he was at home already. As it turned out, he decided to charge his phone. Before he turned to get the camera, it was established that the 38 years old was the same person who broke into the kitchen that night. Surprise, surprise. So the policeman determined that the man was a resident of Jaworzno. He was passing through in Zamość. I'm not sure. I haven't looked on maps, man. I'm not sure if he was just walking with. I find it funny because if you would just walk between these small cities or whatever they are, imagine, you're just walking home, you see this place, and you're like, man, I'm a bit hungry.
Yeah. Man,
I think
then
I
my-
just.
And then my phone died. So what do I do?
I'm just
So
gonna
the first.
go back.
The 48 years old man was detained. It turned out he had already been noted before. He heard allegations of theft and burglary. For this, he faces up to 10 years in prison.
Man, 10 years for making
For some-
scrambled eggs.
Baldi. No, I mean the thing is that he already was on record, I believe.
Yeah.
He had already been noted
Repeat
before.
offense.
But yeah, what did he do before? Barbecue someone else's home.
He stole the eggs. And then he broke into another place to cook them. I mean, fucking legend. Actually, going
Yeah.
back, the guys around him, like, hey, we had this break in. We're checking the tapes for this guy.
Exactly.
And he was just chilling. Yeah, I'm gonna charge my Android. Fuck y'all. Good luck catching the guy, though. No idea who he is.
No clue, man.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Jesus
Damn.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
Thank
are
you.
fucking crazy, man.
Thank you, Poland. Fuck you, Stablands. That was some
Yeah, but-
bullshit.
Yeah, but Poland delivers again and again and
That's-
again.
It's a never-ending.
Yeah.
River.
I mean, I look at you every week and you're like, I went to France. You're like one of those guys that, they just fuck around different girls, but then you end up in the same spot just looking for the next one. I don't do that. Poland and Scotland, they never disappoint.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
I went to
like
Germany this week.
bullshit.
Oh, where have you been? Oh, I went to France. Oh.
Hey, at least let me travel online. Fuck you.
You can travel these nuts.
These nuts. Okay, then I assume it's my turn.
yeah.
Yeah. I have news from France because
Oh.
apparently we loved France this week.
We traveled together.
Yeah, we went together to this fucking country, and the first article is actually involving a burger man.
Okay.
Man angers the
What's
French.
that?
It's how was the song? I love being an American, where at least I know I'm free, or something like that. Anyway, man angers the French by loving his potato too much,
What?
Potato.
Which-
What?
which sounds
on.
like such a French thing to do, getting mad at stupid shit. A California
Like-
man's praise of a potato-themed restaurant has caused a social media uproar in France. So
Wow.
it's basically Twitter fucking stands being stupid and getting mad at shit on the internet. I mean, fuck off.
Fucking
Basically, this guy went on a vacation with his wife, I think. Yeah, because they have the same last name. So Steve and Melissa Olsen from Oakland, California, recently enjoyed a vacation in Arles, France. Arles is a UNESCO heritage city in the Provence region, well known for its rich history and stunning medieval architecture. It also has a La Pataterie, a potato-centric restaurant chain that Steve Olsen described as a French version of Chili's. So it's basically like a fast food restaurant centered on potatoes.
French version.
Exactly. And what my dude got a gloriously baked potato. He absolutely loved the baked potato because he made He made 8 tweets about this. A Twitter thread of 8 tweets about how much he loves this fucking potato.
Okay.
Because apparently it was the best potato he ate in his life. And he loved it so much that he felt the need to share it with his buddies on Twitter.
Okay.
And apparently the fucking French went wild
Why?
because I have here a tweet from @Orisius, because I'm putting you on blast, you fucking retard. Don't at me.
What?
So this guy on Twitter replied, "Seriously, you guys come to visit France, homeland of gastronomy, and the most amazing restaurant you found is a
Jesus fuck.
chain settled in some factory warehouse-like building? It is a good chain, okay, for a cafeteria, but you may find much more amazing place to eat in France, written in capitals."
Well, who the fuck cares if this guy is enjoying a fucking potato?
I have no fucking idea, man, but
Who the fuck has time for this, man? Like, I swear to fucking God, get
Twitter-
a fucking job.
get a jab. Let me go on
Fucking get
Twitter
a
and see
job.
if I
Who
can
the fuck
find
has time for this shit? I'm always amazed by, social media outrage. I'm like, it's fucking teenagers that they want to have an opinion on something, or some fucking cunt that are looking for jobs. There's no in between. The fuck has the time for a social media outcry?
I mean, people that don't have anything else going on in their lives, and they're
Fucking
like,
cunt.
their whole identity is created around being mad on Twitter and feeling like they're part of something. But
Fuck
basically,
cares,
they're
man?
just sad
Like,
cunts.
this guy was enjoying a potato in your country. He could have, as well, he could have enjoyed some fucking McDonald's in your country. It's okay.
I mean, yeah, whenever I visit new countries, I do like eating some, traditional
Eating
shit.
cock.
Le coq. Le coq sportif.
The traditional cock, that's how you get to feel the culture.
You get culturally enriched. Oh my god. But yeah, I also like trying the fast food in other countries because fuck you. I'm there on my vacation on my own money. I'm gonna enjoy whatever the fuck I
with our
want.
listeners, you don't only enjoy fast food in other countries. You
Yes.
very notably you love it around here as well.
I mean, I do love food anywhere.
One can tell.
I mean, it is my passion.
I think so. Sorry, man. Anyway,
It's okay.
I mean, you should replace food with cock, really.
I am chubby, so I'm not gonna hide from that.
You're
or
beautiful.
cry about it on Twitter.
Don't worry, you're beautiful.
But yeah, now that I opened the thread right now, there's a bunch of comments like, "Hey, sorry for the fucking French." It's like, I'm glad you enjoyed it, glad you shared it.
Yeah.
And then what the fuck? I don't even know what this tweet is. I'm having an aneurysm. FYI, the pataterie is where they took unhappy and depressed couples to find back an activité de couple. So it's a couple activity, okay, without their kids.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just translated it with Google Translate or something, because it says without their Montessori kids durant the Super Nanny show.
What the fuck?
Wow, you told him. You told him. So he traveled from the US to France while you're still wanking in your little French city. Wow, you told him.
Yeah. Let the man enjoy his patate.
Exactly. What
and then
the
he
fuck,
says, the
man?
same guy says, enjoy merda. Like, enjoy it, or I'm gonna fucking kill you.
What the fuck?
It's fucking crazy, man. This fucking Twitter bullshit. Holy
Social
fuck.
media is bullshit. I swear to fucking God. It's just people trying to literally impress other people.
Oh my
doing
god.
stupid shit. Like, fuck. I really think it's the cancer of the 21st century. I swear to fucking God.
The fuck? This guy saying something, at least from the little French I know, is like, the pataterie is fucking shit, reducing the gastronomy of France like this. And he's crying. Mr. Pablito.
Anyway, we're talking about different. We're talking
Get
about
a
different fucking customers here. And what makes you think that this guy didn't go to a fucking French restaurant thereafter or before, or I don't know.
So
Even
another
if
guy
he
says,
didn't, I
welcome
swear
to
to
France,
fucking
but
God.
there are much better meals out there than la pataterie.
I don't fucking care about your opinion. Well, now to be fair to him, this guy was also.
Your opinion is trash.
He was, you're putting shit on social media also to attract attention, so that might come with
the dude,
the negative response from others.
I don't know how many followers he had before. Right now he has 11,000. But I assume he just tweeted, to like his following, his friends, like, hey, we're looking for something. We found this place in France, And I ate the best fucking potato I had in my fucking life. The dude just wanted to share the gloriousness of that fucking
I
potato.
mean, he wanted to share his joy.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
sort of like some good vibes. Oh, I feel so good. He wasn't just fucking coming in your city and fucking shitting on your mom.
Yeah, and then the
Maybe-
French just
maybe an
came in.
erection like
No,
that would
the
have
fuck
been-
you aren't, you fucking American.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we enjoy. My mom.
But yeah,
Mon
that-
mère. Or how the fuck.
that was
Anyway.
the first piece of news. Thank you,
Good
Twitter,
shit.
for being
Good shit.
angry as
Good shit.
always.
Good shit.
Fucking shit, man.
Fucking the Twitter shit is amazing. If you have time, you know, whenever you're feeling down,
I have a job, sorry.
just go on Twitter and read some threads. It's fucking amazing.
I have a job, man. I'm sorry.
You're addicted to your job. Shut the fuck up.
I'm addicted to you.
Ooh,
Oh.
but you're lying. I know you are. You're a fucking
you like it.
workaholic.
But you like it. Oh, please stop it. Continue.
Next piece of news. It's about President
Next
Macron.
piece of shit.
Yes. In some people's eyes, yes. Because we're talking about President Macron. Macron. Macaroon.
Macron.
No, that's the wrong way to say it. You actually, it's
Macklemore.
Macron. But shit, it was only 99 cents.
Merde. But merde.
You see it as Macron, but it's actually read as Hitler.
Okay.
Because Frenchmen
If you
find...
disagree, and if you disagree, you're a Nazi.
Yes. Frenchmen fined for billboard depicting Macron as Hitler to protest COVID rules.
Oh, fucking hell.
A French court on
Wow.
Friday found a 62-year-old man guilty of insulting President Emmanuel Macron by depicting by depicting him as Adolf Hitler in protest of the government's COVID-19 policies. The court handed down a fine of 10,000 euros to Michel Angers Fleury, a former advertising executive who had posted an image of Macron looking like the German dictator on a billboard in southern France. Basically, the complaint was made by Macron's LRM party, his political party, and the prosecutor Laurent Robert argued in court that Fleury had shown an obvious willingness to do harm. On one poster put up in July, only days after the government announced plans to introduce a COVID health pass, Macron was depicted as wearing a Nazi uniform and a Hitler mustache with the caption reading, "Obey, get vaccinated." And let me send you this image real quick because it's very nice. There we go. You have it in the chat.
What the fuck, man? But the level of details to this bullshit.
Yes,
Jesus
it
fuck.
actually looks nice. You put some effort into it.
I mean, if you'd look at it, you'd think it's some sort of a Jojo Rabbit sort of movie or something. Sort of like, you'd be like, whoa, are they doing a movie where it's actually what happened if the French were the Nazis and invaded Germany or some shit?
And the guy argued in court that he had a right to use humor and said he would appeal Friday's verdict. The president, who is always so quick to defend freedom of expression, believes that it does not extend to his own august person, said this guy's lawyer.
Imagine having such big balls that actually so there's someone depicting you as Hitler. You know they're gonna get fucked because you're the president, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, it's cool. Let them express themselves.
I mean, he didn't say that, and
Oh
yeah.
no, he didn't.
No,
Did I
that
get
was
it
the
wrong?
guy's lawyer. The guy's lawyer
Oh,
said
okay,
that.
okay.
The lawyer acknowledged that while his client may have been irreverent, vulgar, and rabble-rousing, that made him in no way guilty of the charges. He said the poster had to be seen in the context of a polemical and political debate over the health pass, which proves vaccination or inoculation against the virus to enter restaurants and other public places, or a recent negative test. So basically whatever we have here as well. Around 20 people turned up outside the courthouse in support of the defendant, and this is, again, fucking French, carrying placards saying, "I am Fleury."
Oh, okay. Man, we don't have those rules here yet. Not just yet. I think they just started the conversations to sort of have this passport or whatever.
It's
To be able to.
already it's starting from today, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just read. I mean, I read it. I read about the conversation starting yesterday, so it's already in place.
It's basically in whichever city or not city, whichever zone passes
It showed
the three per thousand cases
it out.
threshold. you need to present your green card, the green certificate, whatever it's called, whenever you go to the restaurant, at events, and so on.
Man, I swear to fucking God,
Or
I
a
really
test.
don't know what to make of this. I really don't. It's one of the things that I'm really confused about. I don't know whether
mean-
to say, it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I really don't know.
From my side, I agree with it. I don't care about your
Me
personal
too.
liberties.
I am pro vaccination and all this, But the thing is that I don't have any sort of statistics, right? I don't know how many people that are getting vaccinated, and when I'm saying vaccinated, they go through the full cycle of it,
Mhm.
right? And 1 month after, they've done their second job. So I think it's about 1 month when theoretically you should be in the safe zone. So I'm not sure what was the statistics, what it says about people, that went through the whole cycle and they've got COVID. And what I want to get with this, it's like, if the vaccine and if the statistics prove that, I don't know, 90 plus or more actually than that percent that went through the full cycle, they're safe and they didn't come to hospital, then in my head, it only, trims down to, if you don't want to make yourself, you don't want to get the vaccine, right? Because of reasons, educational reasons, it's actually a choice. You do understand the risks, but it's a choice and so on. Then you expose yourself to the risk, in which case, fair enough. Now the argument with this, sort of the only counter argument in my head to this, it's about the medical system, because if those guys are doing it or not, regardless from where their decision is coming from and was a thought process behind that, they're still going to take a bed in a COVID world, regardless of that. While the vaccinated ones, that's the thing that I don't know, are they in theory, if they're going through the full cycle, more than 90% safe?
The actual stats, but I do know that they're up there, that people that are vaccinated do get like light versions of COVID. No, or not light versions, they don't have symptoms, they have light symptoms, like a stuffy nose.
So let's say
throat.
Theoretically they're pretty safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Theoretically, and most of them are pretty safe.
As far as I've understood, basically, like if you have comorbidities or whatever they're called in English, like other, grave diseases or, things that...
Small dicks.
Yeah, then you can make, grave forms of COVID or symptoms, because it attacks the place you're weakest at, basically.
It makes sense.
But yeah, most cases, I don't know the stats, probably around 80 or 75%, as I've seen last time, but I'm not sure. I might be talking out of my ass.
No, because I'm also talking out of my ass and out of your ass as well. So like,
make a small trumpet out of asses.
If we French kiss, we actually form a 5 meters long tube between our anuses, or 10 meters. What was it? Anyway, that's why I really don't know what to make of it, because it's like, I really don't know if the result of such measures would actually protect the ones that can't do anything actually to protect themselves, or if it would be better off sort of for everyone. Because the other part of this is that is the whole conversations around what is it, free will, free choice, and if it's being imposed upon, then that opens the door for a larger conversation around the whole concept of freedom in democracy.
Yeah.
So I think I really don't know what to make of it. That's why I'm like right in the sort of a bit in the middle.
Yeah, it's a discussion of democracy versus other shit that happened before communism, fascism, that sort of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. As I see it, it's no system is ever gonna be perfect, and the basically utopia is somewhere in between where
Mhm.
everybody loses something but everybody wins in the end, some sort of thing like that. I don't know exactly, but this is how I see this whole situation, as like you relinquish a little bit of freedom for the greater good of everyone, and it's not like it's only you that's doing it, it's everyone. It's basically a community effort to get over this shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, obviously, these people that are diehard against it, they don't look at it the same way. And that's what I'm saying, because
I
I
mean,
sort of understand where they're coming from as well. Because not all of these guys that are, I guess anti-vaccines and everything, not all of them are fucking retards or, straight out fucking out of dystopian scenario or anything like that, or nihilist.
mhm.
But some of them I also do get the argument, where they're coming from. And as long in my head, as an individual, as long as you're fully aware of the risks you're exposing yourself to, right? If you're
Mhm.
fully aware that taking a vaccine, might increase your chances to get better, and still you refuse to do that because of reasons, then that's all right. No, an
The
issue
thing
indeed. I have
is,
an issue. I have an issue with the guys that they're just like, oh, I'm not taking it because it's implanting me with
it's
5G.
Bill Gates.
Okay,
Bill
it's Bill Gay and Elon Tusk and yeah.
and
Elon
George
I
Tusk.
mean,
Moros.
I mean, those are the guys that I have an issue with, and that's the fucked up thing. I mean, if this vaccine or any vaccine would have been 100% safe, I would have
I
said, yeah, it's
mean,
bullshit. Imposing rules because
what
they're doing it with their own hand.
what
If they're
you're
getting
saying,
fucked.
that point can be achieved when we basically get to herd immunity, more or less. If we have like 80% vaccination of the population or 85%, then the rest can't, they don't have to take the vaccine because,
Yeah,
the
but we're not
spreading
that
is
far away, so
exactly. That's when you can like be, hey, okay, you don't want to get vaccinated, sure. But
that's
yeah,
okay. We got it for you. But
until
I, I,
then
I told
it's
you,
a
I told you, I'm
slippery
not.
slope because it's basically impacting every facet of the economy and
Yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah.
Basically, you're putting pressure on the hospitals, you're putting pressure on the economy, you're putting pressure everywhere. You don't work, you don't produce anything, the state spends money on your ass. The hospitals can't deal with everyone, and there's other people that are sick, not with COVID. As we know, hospitals are
'Cause I
basically
mean, I've
most of
I've
the time
said I've
full
said
before COVID.
I also said, about this because, yeah, I agree with that. The only sort of counter argument I have, it's like, it might open that. I think I hope it's not going to end up like one of those, in the long run, one of those abusive relationship, in the way that, at first
I
it's
don't
some
think
shouting,
it's
then there is a
going to,
slap, then, if you
because
open the
it's
if you open
not
the door to
something
imposing
that's,
shit like this.
yeah, but it's not something that happened, let's say, willingly by the common accord of everyone in the world. And I'm referring to the world leaders or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's not a conspiracy theory that, yeah, they're conspiring against us.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
It's
No, I
something that
do, I
happened
do understand
naturally.
that.
It's gonna happen. It happened before. It's gonna happen again. It's basically we're gonna get fucked
But
from
I mean,
somewhere.
that's why I also get where they're coming from, and that's why I'm sort of in the middle. I'm really curious how the situation, I'm probably gonna not necessarily understand more, but be more biased towards one or another as, the year is progressing, and
Mm.
see how things are being impacted. Obviously, and most likely, they're going to be impacted on in a positive way. That's what I think at the moment, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because in theory, it should limit the possibilities of a lot of guys getting COVID. Right. On the other hand, the same motherfuckers that are not respecting any rules anyway, they're
Yeah.
gonna keep doing what they're doing. So it's like, well, you're limiting them. They're not going to a restaurant fucking breathing down on each other's neck. They're gonna go to one of their houses and fuck one guy's mom. So like, they're still sort of they're just gonna change the activity of what they're doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm really curious how this is going to develop, because I was like, when the vaccine came around, and I was like, oh my fucking god, I can at least get vaccinated. But the problem in the past couple of months, and I kept talking to different people, I think at the beginning of the summer, when things sort of started to be very relaxed, like normal relaxed sort of shit. And I was like,
as if we don't have a problem. I mean, anymore people are
Exactly,
acting.
And that's why we have wave 4 right now.
exactly.
Yeah,
I was
and
like, it's
5,000
gonna
people
come.
every day.
It's gonna
infected.
come. It's gonna come, boys. You're enjoying it way too soon.
Oh yeah, way too soon.
Yeah,
Like,
it is what
the
it
whole
is.
pictures and the beaches were full and people, and I was like, oh my fucking
The
Christ, I have
beaches were
anxiety just
full.
looking at them. Like, fucking hell.
Bitch is always full. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. At least we can enjoy the end of the world if it comes to that. So,
I want the nuclear winter,
the
motherfucker. I don't want
nuclear
this.
winter.
I don't want this sit at home bullshit and maybe you'll die. Oh, I just want to see a bright sky.
And then your face melts off.
Yeah, well, luckily, if you're like within a 10 kilometers radius, because otherwise you're still gonna live, but you're gonna die painfully and not in such a glorifying way. So
your skin is gonna melt off.
It depends. I mean, if you live in fucking Guildford, you might end up in that scenario.
I mean, yeah, there you have it. That's it for this episode.
It was a good one.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of shit, and we also discussed some serious shit, which is
always a surprise and
yeah,
always welcomed.
A welcome surprise.
There's some shit and some more shit with some more shit sprinkled on top of the shit.
Exactly. And as a closing, so yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the fuck. Follow us wherever you find us.
Social media.
Yeah, so we can be mad at each other on Twitter, I guess. We can cancel each other if you want. It's gonna be kinky.
You can cancel my erection.
I mean, we can be justice warriors on Twitter together. If you just follow us, wink wink. I'm gonna send you sweet nothing in your DMs. I'm gonna call you a fucking ape monkey retard. That's
where monkeys and apes should be offended.
And I want to leave you two guys and everyone that's listening with a most fabulous story that you should enjoy in your spare time whenever you have like 10-20 minutes to just enjoy this magnificent shit. It's the story of Lord Miles, 4chan's man at the fall of Afghanistan.
What?
Okay.
Just to give you a small heads up, it's basically a British student.
Okay.
He went on his quote-unquote white girl summer and he went to Afghanistan just days before the Taliban came.
Oh,
and it's just the most magnificent shit I've seen this year. This dude is a fucking legend. So I'm gonna leave
What's his name?
I'm gonna leave you a link with the video that I saw about it, and I'm gonna add it in the descriptions of this video, of this podcast, not video. I was talking about video and I got confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link to the video about Lord Miles in the descriptions we have everywhere. And yeah, any last words?
Not for me now. We're good.
We're good.
I think you're pretty.
Thank you very much. You are pretty as
And
well.
I'm not you, the listener, and you.
Listener.
Okay.
The listener.
The listener is an ape. A bonobo ape.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Come on. The bonobo is actually very nice. They're so muscular.
That sounds so.
Like,
yeah, I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Yeah, because
it just sounded like on the low-key you're rubbing one thinking of bonobos. It's like it's not completely out of the discussion.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's it. We're done. Let's fuck off. Thank you for listening. Take care.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.